1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, it's Von Klaus in the house doing another episode of Road to Comic. Because I'm a guy making my own comic book right now. I gotta admit, it's like the best thing I've ever made. I'm really excited about it. We've got an amazing team working on it every day, and I'm going back, reaching into what got me here. What inspired me? What did I make when I was young? Last episode, 9 years old, making Pistol Possum and Gang, Radical Rabbit, Danger Dog, Pistol Possum, just killing bad guys left and right. Awesome little action sequences. I wrote a trilogy. Actually, I started on a fourth book, all when I was 9 years old, inspired by Ninja Turtles. Great stuff. It was fun to look at. If you didn't see it, please, I recommend checking out that episode. But now, today, we get to delve into, we get to go from the 9-year-old box to, the puberty box. Oh. And that's not a very good name for it. It sounds a little smelly and furry around the edges there, right? It's okay. We'll get through this together. But yeah, this is more me and my formidable teen years. Let's just pull this over and see what's in here. Crazy stuff, no doubt. Let's look for my other... Okay, this piece is important, actually. You can't see it that well. There's something else I drew back in the day when I was still learning. I was teaching myself how to ink on really thin paper. Oh man, I love comics, man. I've always come back to draw them. So this piece, this is a Mother Goose piece. Innocent enough. In fact, one could argue innocent as it gets. Look at this spider. That's cool. I'm a teenager drawing this crap. Look how I made I remember I was very inspired by Michael Turner back then, and she's not. I didn't want to make her an old biddy like you usually see with Mother Goose. I wanted her to be kind of a badass. I gave her the curvy shoes and the striped kind of witchy socks. You know, there's a cow jumping over the moon. There's the dish and the spoon, the cat and the fiddle, and of course, what is Humpty doing? He's always falling. So, yeah, I made this. Now, you wouldn't believe me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This got censored. This was the first time I got censored. My art was ever censored. I was 17 years old. This was put on a poster. It was promoted for a Mother Goose play for kids. It was actually a touring play that was going to go to children's hospitals and perform for the kids there too, which I thought was really cool. I was part of the troupe that was doing it, so they asked me to draw the flyer. I drew this, and I gotta tell you, it's quite a thing to be censored. When you're a young angry man and you get censored, dude. It changes your view on things because you learn but at least you learn an important lesson, right? You learn that you can get censored for anything and it doesn't have to make sense. I mean, do you think this needed to be censored? There's no reason for that. But what happened was people looked at it and it just didn't sit right with them. They thought there was hidden imagery and they decided her hand holding that book in kind of a weird way. Really, it was because I was just trying to be dynamic without really knowing how to draw yet. I'm still learning. You know, maybe this hand of the goose here with this W-like finger position. I mean, they thought there was hidden imagery in this that was secret, and they passed it around, and people, in order to seem like they could see evil, would claim they saw bad things in this. Am I good? Am I a good, virtuous person yet? I saw the evil gang signs hidden in there. I was like a long-haired, blonde, shy goth kid, and they were like, "Are you in a gang?" I wish. That shadow is a cat's tail. Yeah, there's a cat. So yeah, it's a very important moment in a young man's life when he gets censored for the first time. So I just wanted to show you guys what got me censored. That's what's so fun about these episodes, is because I don't just have to cover comics. I can cover things that Dracula. Things that got me censored back in the day. All kinds of weird art is probably in here. But yeah, you can see what type of stuff. Oh, this is it. This is it. I should probably go back through this whole thing on film because, to be honest, it's just full of cool random stuff that old flyers I made. Weird stuff, man. Just cool, weird stuff. But the best of stuff is this info speed. Oh, look at this Blade Runner shit. It's awesome. So I made this just out of high school with a friend who wanted to become a comic book artist. So he drew and I took on script duties. Now the part that blew my mind about this the most was when I found it not too long ago. This has a script I wrote and it's in comic book format, which I did not expect to do. Like I didn't know I knew how to write in comic book format script back then. I don't remember doing it. I don't remember studying it. I don't know where I learned it. I've got zero memories and recollections of this. I had to teach myself to read comic book script in the mid 2000s again and how to write it. Like I don't know how I learned this back then. If I looked in maybe like a copy of Wizard, I don't know. I loved Wizard, you know? But yeah, this is info speed. And we put this together. He put this together, actually, the artist did, with Kinko's. We both worked at Kinko's together, and we could make cool stuff like this. So, kind of a fun thing. Yeah, so, you know, keep in mind, these are beginning guys. Here's one of our characters. And then here we have a character design. He really did a good creative job of, hey, let's put a book together, you know? Let's make this awesome. So, CSR agents are what they're called. Why are they called that? I forget exactly what it stands for. It's some sort of recovery thing. The story, that concept, or more so the concept about these two cool agents was this, that in the future, DNA is stored DNA is storage. Which I think could actually be a very real future. And corporations are fighting to get each other's information, get their inside scoop. You can't do it online anymore. You just get hacked. You get fucking hacked. So, you have to have special agents that carry the DNA physically from one place to another. So, even in the most empty times of the life cycle, life is just as complex as ever. And just as corrupt. Yeah, classic teenager writing. And then here's all the writing I did. Now, I felt terrible when I saw this script because it was so crazy how many panels I was putting on every page because I was such a newbie. I didn't realize I was putting so many panels, but good old Dove worked hard on this with me, and he made these panels work, I think. He did a good job. This is kind of his first comic and mine in a lot of ways. He's hand lettering the bubbles. So, of course, this is a time in the 90s, you guys. There wasn't an easy way to just do computer lettering yet. It really wasn't much of a thing. I mean, maybe we could have done it. I couldn't have even told you how to do it back then. See, okay, you see this guy, he's different than the rest of this like gang of thugs that bring this stuff in. Okay? He's got kind of a rocky skin. He's a little mutated. He's got these super ports on his arms for injecting. The idea was more than just we stored information on DNA and people had to carry it. Here's what happens. In this world, people discovered that if you can get this shit off people and inject it, it gives you these amazing highs, gets you all messed up, and then some people pay the price and they mutate from it. And here we have Dove doing this, like, back then I remember we both were obsessed with Ghost in the Shell, and you could see some of the influence here. Designs that are actually functional. So this rock guy, he's like a major shooter of this stuff. So you're shooting information, but it takes you on like a trip, man. which is kind of a cool idea. Like, are you more enlightened after or what? But it's DNA information, so it can mutate you. Does that make sense? And look at all this writing. Oh my God. Did I know how to edit? No. I had a lot to learn. But we have these two agents who come, and they're recovery agents that come for this stuff. And of course, they're coming to take these guys on. Unfortunately, Dove didn't get to let her in all these other bubbles. They send in this weird little anime robot that's kind of cute and talks to him. Hello, you're going to die. And he blows it away. Good times. Like, this is... It gets up and just leaves. And then, bam! Head explodes. And then it peeks around the corner. I don't even know what it says. I'll have to read the script. Because Dove was so cool. When he bound this, he put my script in it, too. This was such a trip seeing this again. So yeah, really cool, fun comic. And then at the very end, the two good guys come burst again, splash page, one through the floor, one through the front. Two badasses, CSR agents. CSR agent. It stands for Cellular Info Substance Repossession. I don't know about repossession. How about just recovery? And then it has, their stats, Levain, and then Mike. Real basic, Mike. And it has some more cool stats for them. I think this is a really cool first effort. Dove went on to teach sequential art, aka comics, at a college somewhere and become a professor. So good on him. Good man. Like, he worked his ass off. Look at this, Ghost in the Shell love. I think he did a pretty good job. Yeah, we came up with this idea that these were the implants. For CSR agents, it was a hand implant, kind of a robotic hand with fiber musculature, and it could have a claw that can help them grip things, tear into things. They have to tear into people to get the information back and pull the things in their arms to help them shoot it up out. All kinds of uses for this like kind of robot claw thing. And then some cool cityscapes that he did. Really good stuff. Look, little CSR agent offices, if you want to call it that. Armory. And then we have the script. And I actually wrote this script. I don't remember doing this. I don't remember learning how to write this, but I mean, this is a pretty standard comic book script. It's probably not exactly how I'd write it now, but it's not bad. I mean, I don't know where I learned this, man. It blows my mind. I wish I could remember. Anyway, yeah, this is we got some edits here. This is the script. This is the book. And there's someone's fingers. This is InfoSpeed, made at Kinko's back in the 90s. Crazy, huh? So I'm 9 years old. I'm doing Pistol Possum and I'm in high school. We're getting more Ghost in the Shell, Blade Runner, more sci-fi. So yeah, thanks for checking this book out. It's been a trip looking at it again. A lot of fond memories of sitting in a Borders drinking coffee with Dove and talking about these ideas and how much we want to make our own stuff. Talking about how anime was finally coming out on DVD for the first time. Ooh, and it was so rare and coveted back then. Ooh, did you hear Ninja Scroll was coming out? I heard Akira was coming out. Blah, 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 blah. Is it ever going to be on DVD? I don't know, bro. Those were the times we lived in. And these were the things we made. So yeah, I'm really proud of Dove for moving on and making something of himself in comics. And now it's my turn, you guys. I'm making Monster MD. In the description, you should see a link so you can sign up. Anyone who signs up, I got to tell you right now, you're going to get a special bonus tier that no one else gets for being a early supporter, where you're going to get access to something no one else is going to be able to. So please sign up, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised, I guarantee you. For right now, I'm going to end my episodes with little sneak peeks of Monster MD, so prepare for a trailer, but I really appreciate you tuning in. Next time episode, I think I'm going to delve into just the making of Monster MD and kind of my story with that. There might be some other comics I've made over the years I could cover too, so just let me know which one you want me to do. I'll do it. If you want me to stick with like more things I've made before Monster MD, I've got plenty to show. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm Von Klaus. This is Rise Again Comics. And take it easy, all right?